The Memphis Mix.
You already know it's me. Circle small, no talking, dog. All the real niggas in my company. Round applause, salutes to all the real niggas who.
Hello, and welcome back to this edition of the Memphis Mix. I am your host today, Parker Pirtle. The Bayou Bandit that is normally sitting next to me here, Julio, is out with the flu. He was helping an elderly woman, and she had the flu. She tragically passed, and he caught the flu after cleaning up her things. So good job, Julio. We're happy that you are serving the community. We'll get you back here next week. So bear with me this week. It's going to be a little bit less entertaining, of course, without someone as awesome as Julio around. But we're still hoping for the best. We're hoping we can overview Tulane, talk about Rice, and see where the Tigers are going. So first off, shout out to Darrow901 for our amazing new intro that you just saw. That is his track BOTB, back of this female dog, as it stands for colloquially. But shout out Darrow. His music is linked in the description. I asked him, can your label give us a pass and let us use one of your songs? He's like, we don't have a label. So if you're looking to sign an artist, Darrow is your guy. All right. Arthur and his son's snap streak with myself is ever growing. We're well into the 300s now, and we're pretty happy that Mississippi State won this weekend. I didn't go to state. I don't really have any affiliation, but I did visit the campus a couple times. Nicest fans in the SEC you'll ever meet in your life. So you just love to see them getting that first SEC win since October 21st, 2023, I believe it was. So it was very good to see the Dogs get it done. Arkansas just shot themselves in the foot. Honestly, not sure what happened there. This show, I will announce our Memphis Mixer of the Week. Showing on your screen right now is last week's Memphis Mixer of the Week, Jamari Hawkins. And Brendan Lewis was also named. Jamari's going to forward that pancake mix to him. I gave him 2. So pancake mix all the way around. Shout out Jamari. Great guy. I shook his hand. Man, you would think he had super glue on his hands, the way my hand just stuck to his. It was insane how just the suction, and I understand why he is a wide receiver and not a corner or a safety, because that guy's got hands. Jamari, he's our guy. He is our guy. Goals for today is to name our next Memphis Mixer and also to fill the void in Memphis media. The Tigers are doing big things this season, and no one's talking about it, or at least no one's being as positive as they should be about it. These are not the Tigers of yesteryear. These are not your parents' Memphis Tigers. We are almost undefeated, and our playoff hopes are still alive and well. And if you saw that Tulane game the other day, you know how alive and well our playoff hopes are. And if you saw that Navy game the other day, you know how well our playoff hopes are alive and well. So, Rice. Memphis versus Rice. Leading rusher was Brendan Lewis. Leading passer was Brendan Lewis. We finally got to see an Arrington Maiden throw. I think he would have to settle into the position a little bit. He is a freshman, correcting myself from a previous episode. He is a freshman, so we do love to see him getting some reps. It looks like his red shirt's burned, but he'll always have one next season with us. Brendan Lewis with 225 passing yards, 87 rushing on the ground. I believe 1 touchdown, but don't quote me on that. Excuse me. I didn't really prepare for the Rice to talk about Rice as much as I wanted to, mainly just because I don't want to. I lied to you just now. I'm sorry. I'm a liar sometimes. When it comes to my Memphis Tigers, if it means winning, I will lie to you. And honestly, I'd be lying if I said that going over the Rice game is good prep for next week against Tulane, because we just dog walked them. We went in that Texas team's house and we took that team's spirit and we still are jumping up and down on it in Memphis, because what do you mean we're going to put up 21 in the first quarter, however many, 14 in the first quarter, 17 in the second quarter, 7 in the third quarter? I mean, that is just outstanding work by our Tigers. It shows when Ryan Silverfield wants his guys ready for a game, they're going to be ready for the game, just like against USF. Now, Tulane poses some problems. Tulane is a rival. If you can't tell, I'm done talking about Rice. They beat us in time of possession. I was going to talk about that some more. We possessed the ball 27 minutes, 38 seconds. They possessed it 32-22. So they beat us about 5 minutes of time of possession. We won the turnover war again. They had a fumble loss and an interception thrown. So we had 0 interceptions or fumbles on our end. So we won the turnover war. I'm hoping that stays the same against Tulane. Tulane's special teams and defense have had standout performances. When they show up and want to play, they win football games because their quarterback may not always show up. It will be an offensive clinic. Basically, they have a dual threat quarterback as well as our dual threat quarterback, and Tulane likes to run the ball, is what I'm being told. More details. Last game against Tulane, we won 34. Where is it? 24. Yeah, last game we won 34-24, and that was at Memphis home. Actually, that might have been at Tulane. Excuse me. I believe that was at Tulane. Yeah, we played them at Tulane last year, and then we played them at home the year before. We lost. Memphis has been playing Tulane since 1954. The all-time record, Memphis is 125, lost 15, hence why Tulane is no longer in the SEC. At home, Memphis is 15-3 against Tulane. We've won 15, lost 3 against Tulane at home. So we own Tulane. On the road, it's less consistent, but still, Tiger fans need to feel good about this. In the 2000s to 2017 stretch, Memphis won 11 straight. That is just, emotional damage. I told you all that to tell you that Tulane is no joke. This is our biggest rivalry game of the year, and Tulane is going to come out swinging. They do not play when it comes to Memphis football. They want to beat us. If Memphis imposes the run game and our defense shows up, we win. If Tulane controls the game clock and ground game, watch out. We could be in for a long one. Memphis hasn't gone into overtime yet this season. Tiger fans need to be prepared for a long night. This is going to be a crazy one. It's going to be a wild one. And when was the last time you felt this hype for a rivalry game? Let me know in the comments. Smash that like button. Hit subscribe. When was the last time you were this hyped for a rivalry game? I have to think back to the SMU days, Cincinnati days, when those teams just gave us all kinds of flack, and we'd run up the score to 50-something. I mean, those games were crazy, absolutely crazy. We must take care of the football again. Tulane special teams has been playing tough all season, and their defense has forced many turnovers. We really need the Memphis Mixer to be named after a linebacker. All jokes aside, Sam Brumfield, Drew Watts. We need some serious linebacker play coming from Memphis. We need to shut down the run. I would love to make Sam Brumfield a Memphis Mixer. He had a great game against USF. This is going to be a little bit shorter of an episode. Let's go ahead and get into the drama of Tulane coming to Memphis. So, in case you haven't heard, allegedly some monkeys were being hauled from Tulane University, as you're seeing now, and overturned the 117-mile marker of North Heidelberg, from Mississippi on the way to Memphis. Says, do not approach the monkeys. If you see one, call 911. They had hepatitis and COVID and some other stuff. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why these Tulane fans are trying to get into the stadium early. I'm just playing. It was debunked later that Tulane had no involvement. They had shaky ties with the company that does house these monkeys, but these monkeys specifically were not from Tulane. So it is unfactual to joke that Tulane fans were trying to sneak into the Memphis game early. But it is still funny that initially it was thought to be Tulane's monkeys with COVID and other STDs on the loose. So Tulane did release another statement. If I find it, it'll be here on the video, where they pretty much said they're sending people to help out with the relief efforts. So thank you so much, Tulane. I'm not sure all those monkeys have even been found yet. But yeah. Back on to the Memphis mix. So we had some players make some have breakout performances. Here is Omarion Cooper on defense. Third quarter, 2 minutes, 14 seconds left.
Third at 35. No. What an outlandish statement. Jenkins slings it off the hands of Turner, and it's intercepted by Omarion Cooper. They call him Duke. Flag down. Cooper on the return into Rice territory near the 40.
I believe that flag was on them. It was not overturned. So good job, Omarion Cooper. That was great. Players I mean, if you're on the other team and you're just gonna let us do a tip drill, Memphis is gonna catch it every single time.
He needs some milk.
Omarion Cooper. That was just amazing to see. Memphis has come a long way from being an almost turnover team. We got a lot of athletes on the field. We got a lot of guys that really want the ball, want to take it down the field. Omarion ran from sideline to sideline to get that ball and tried to make a play on it. He wanted that tutty. Maybe if we get some breaks later on in the season, Omarion will get some time to run some reps as wide receiver. Who knows? I'm sure he'd like that. You like that. All right. Now for our most sought after, beloved, I know Arthur hates to miss it, Memphis Mixer of the Week, where we're going to award somebody some pancake mix. So who we got? None other than our guy. You will find out here.
Just a three-man rush. Fitting it into a tight window. No incompletion this time. It's a first down for Cortez Bray. He is still going. Bram inside the 5. Cortez Bram Jr. is an alpha.
He is an alpha, not Gen Alpha. That man's Gen Z, like me. Ugh! You love to see it. You love to see Cortez Bram getting some clips, because honestly, like, he just be in the end zone catching it with 2 fingers. But when he runs, he can run. I think he broke 7 or 8 tackles there. That was insane. And if he would have gotten in the end zone, I hate to even say it, but that would have been a Sports Center top 10 clip. I mean, it's severely slept on Cortez Bram. When all the Nevada guys got here and we had 2 on offense, and I was like, oh, great. I had my doubts about Brendan, and really, when these Nevada guys came here, they've really set the tone for the Memphis offense and defense. Cortez, Brendan, and Drew Watts. And now Cortez Bram, you are our 3rd Nevada player to become Memphis Mixer of the Week. So the rest of our guys just got to step up, because Cortez Bram, you sealed the package deal. Great to see Cortez playing like he knows he can. And Brendan's having a record game 2 weeks ago. I mean, it's just it's just been a treat watching these Tigers. So very, very happy, very, very happy with Cortez Bram. You will be getting some pancake mix ASAP. I'm fairly confident I can get you the pancake mix this week. If not, it'll be Sunday. But expect some protein pancake mix coming your way, Cortez. All right. And this is a shorter episode today, but just to wrap it up, core game talk, offensive key, Memphis run game, run the ball down their throats, explosive plays, quick tempo. If you watched how Tennessee played the first quarter of Oklahoma last night, you saw they opened at 100 play a game pace. Maybe it's time to see how polished our offense is. Can we get a large number of plays in against Tulane and just keep continually running the ball down their throats? Limit Tulane's ground game, force them into 3rd and long, win the turnover battle, get those interceptions. TTB, take the ball. If Memphis covers the return and flips field position, watch out. Watch out. Yep. Tulane might be New Orleans fancy, but Memphis brings the grit, the barbecue, and blue-collar toughness. I mean, just look here. This might as well be from Tulane football official or Old Row Green Wave, the way that they be surrendering those French people. And Tulane is French. Don't forget it. Do not forget it. We want Memphis offense to be like a freight train, and Tulane's defense to be the guy who forgot to switch the tracks. I mean, forgot to switch the tracks. We are a freight train. How about this? We need Memphis's offense to be like a bullet train. Yeah, riding through, going full freaking speed, full speed. Lastly, everybody knows.
You ain't got no pancake mix.
Tulane ain't got no pancake mix.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Yep. Let's ball out. Score predictions. I'm thinking 45 Memphis, 24 Tulane. I think our defense is better than it was last year, and I don't think they've improved very much on offense. 45 Memphis, 24 Tulane. If not that, I'll just go ahead and lock one in for Arthur here. He's saying overtime, Memphis, double overtime win by a touchdown. Yeah, that about covers it. Just make sure I got everything here. Yep. From the 901 to your ears, if you ain't got no mix, you ain't Memphis. Shout out.